Hey everyone, Dr. David here with Beyond Chiropractic. Last week we talked about capacity versus capability. We were trying to understand why aren't we able to reach what we're capable of sometimes. And what we talked about is that we typically are lacking in capacity, which is the power, the ability, or the energy. And the way that we work with that here at Beyond Chiropractic is by upgrading your nervous system so you can upgrade your capacity so that you can continue to increase the ways that you interact in the world with every thought, feeling, and action you do or don't take in your life. This week, we want to talk to you about one of the ways that you can start increasing your capacity right away, and that's through self-awareness. So one of the things I notice when people come into the office is I ask them when, where, or how did this happen to you to get you this current symptomatology or the current state that you're in. And believe it or not, a lot of people will say to me, I'm really not sure what got me into this state or how I got here. I just know that I want to get out of it. I want to improve. And right away, that's a sign of poor self-awareness. An early outcome and a critical one for your journey towards optimal health and living your extraordinary life is self-awareness. And that's something that we improve on the table here at Beyond Chiropractic. But there are lots of ways you can do it outside of this, and we have an exercise that I'm going to give you towards the end of today's talk about how exactly you can do that. But another thing is self-awareness is about auditing who you are, what you're doing, and why there may be a gap, again, in that extraordinary life versus the current life you're living. What are the things that are holding us back, and to be very honest about them, being honest about your strengths and promoting them versus trying to beat yourself up over your weaknesses or areas of your life where you're not as strong. That's what self-awareness does. It helps us to recognize parts of our body and say, oh, wow, that's different, or I'm noticing this now, or when I move like this, I feel that pain. So that's kind of the gift of the self-awareness is really having just a better overall sense of how you're interacting in the world and what's causing you pain, what's causing you issues in different aspects of your life, whether it be your family life, your career, your friendships, you name it, okay? And without this self-awareness, without this increased capacity for understanding our bodies and the way that we're interacting in the world, it's very difficult for us to recognize what needs to change in our lifestyle, in our habits, and in our behaviors. As I said in the beginning, we'd leave you with an exercise today that would help you to improve your self-awareness right away, the somatorespiratory awareness exercise. What you'll do is you'll take your hands palm over palm at position number 1, which is at the base of the throat or the manubrium. You'll feel a little notch there. Make sure to breathe in the nose and out the mouth. Notice your breath, movement, and energy, and any other feelings or sensations that come about. This is the self-awareness part. Then repeat at positions number 2 and number 3. Lastly, review which area was easiest and which area was most difficult to connect with. As you do this, you'll begin to notice your body and mind and the connection you have between the two much easier. It'll also help you to get to a place where you can continue to reassess how you're living your everyday life. Well, thanks for tuning in this week, and we hope you learned something new. This is Dr. David with Beyond Chiropractic, where we're upgrading the human operating system to version 2018.